Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. I'm on track. I'm Gail Gilmore,
And
and
I'm James Gilmore.
all right.
How
Good
y'all doing?
morning.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful morning today. I tell you, you can't get a better morning than this. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we're rejoicing and we're glad in it. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and I hope everything went well this past weekend. We're getting ready to get into these summer days. I tell you, it's just beautiful. I can't stop talking about how beautiful it is this morning. But as Mondays, I always say, sometimes Mondays are hard to get started. But again, it's the beginning and gives us another chance, a new beginning to just get some things right. Well, today, you know what? I want to give you some advice because we know the struggle is real. The struggle is real. I know we have heard about the tragedies this weekend, and the shootings in Buffalo, New York, and just yesterday at a church in California. And our hearts and our prayers go out to all of those that are involved. So when we see things like this is what I'm saying today on this Monday. You got to have your armor on. You got to have your armor on. I was just reading in my devotions this morning, and that was the title of the devotions. It's a fierce struggle. Ephesians 6, it tells us that our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in heavenly realms. So we're not really fighting flesh and blood, we're fighting the powers and the spirits, the dark spirits that are behind that. But what is the answer? We've got to put on our armor. We got to put on the whole armor of God. That's like a person that fights in a battle, a war. And my husband, he was in the army. He can tell you how important it is to have your armor on. I remember he would have his helmet and all of these things to protect his body. And just like we need it physically, and we are to defend ourselves, we need to have on that spiritual armor that will protect us and even prevent us from doing things that we shouldn't do. For example, it tells us to put on the breastplate of righteousness. We need the breastplate of righteousness so we will do right. If more people had that breastplate of righteousness instead of other things, we would have a better world, that we would do right, that we wouldn't be going around shooting people just because, the color of their skin, or just pure hatred and prejudice. And then the helmet of salvation, I think that's the most important thing, because that's the thing that that guides our heart and changes our heart and changes our mind. The armor. Pastor, do you have something to say about this armor? You're the military man. What you got to say about that armor?
Well, I talk about the armor because it is something that protects you.
Mm-hmm.
But the protection is God's word.
Mm.
But just remember, Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy.
Mm-hmm.
That's his job.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times people say they come in the name of God. But God is not in the killing and the stealing and destroying.
Mm-hmm.
So always remember, Satan is behind killing, stealing, and destroying.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
And you're right. And as you were saying that, I was noticing when you said about the word, it says that take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. If you want to fight with anything, you need to fight with the word of God. Not knives, not guns, not all these other things, but the word of God. That's a good point, Pastor. The word of God. Those are the weapons. Because like it said earlier, we're not fighting flesh and blood. We have to use preventative things against these things that come up. So that's my word for today, and that's our word for today. The struggle is real, so make sure you have your armor on. Make sure you have your armor on. And again, our prayers go to all of those that have been the victims and families of those in these terrible tragedies. Y'all have a great day.